was a flaw in our tactics.
I'm begging you, spare me. This disgusting trait, this addiction, it makes me hate myself. I was weak, but I swear I'll never longer allow my weakness to harm anyone else. Bring me to justice if you wish, but spare me from your vengeance. The blood of heaven runs in your veins, while others break themselves striving to be better, nobler, brighter. You, all those things were given to you by fate. You were born blessed, and this is how you squandered that blessing. This is worse than mere folly. This is blasphemy. How dare you? Yes, yes, he's a traitor, a blasphemer, an irredeemable scum. Stop lecturing him on what you want to do. Remember that you're a demon. Turn his final moments into rapturous agony. We can see that you're eager, so please go ahead. No one will judge you. He doesn't deserve an easy passing. No, I'm not going to do that. I hate him, but I promised I would change, and I won't be like him. No, either one of these is fine. I'm going to go with this one. He's yours. Deal with him as you see fit. What? But they're my little birds. I love them. I've been taking care of them. They'd never harm me. Oh. Nice. Nice. Get him, girls. We could have at least given him a blade or something. Shit. Teeth bared with wild, almost bestial fury, the Aasimar women rush toward Ladvik. They have no weapons. They tear into him with teeth and nails until the madman's agonized screeches give way to choked, gurgling whimpers. He took away my beauty. Now I've taken his. Red Mask stretches Latvik's face over her own, fixing it in... Oh, hold on. Let's rewind this. Without further ado, the Avenger bends over Ladvik. When she stands again, she is holding the bloody strip of skin that used to be the Aasimar's face. Yeah, we don't want to miss that part. The woman takes off her mask and smiles with satisfaction. Skip ahead. She stretches Ladvik's face over her own, fixing it in place with a handful of barbed hooks she drives into her own flesh. Rivulets of blood run down the woman's neck, giving her a grotesque and terrifying appearance. You will take care of these young women, and I will take my leave. This corrupt city is full of scum whose wrongdoings remain unpunished. I will bring retribution to each and every one of them. Well, that's the entire city. You did a noble thing when you did not abandon the weak in their hour of need. All right, go to my camp. At least we didn't actually kill them. Temple of Roses. Okay.
Something is not right here.
Do that first. This. Come on, anyone. Gloves of Enduring Wizard. Is that everything? I do believe so. Double check on the map. Yep, we're good.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Who's having this conversation? Okay.
This way.
I don't know who's having that conversation, but they must be outside. We must be overhearing a conversation. Okay, but we... So, journal. That's done. Got those two to do. Haven't figured this out yet. Meet with Valexia in the Harem of Ardent Dreams. We can go do that. Which will probably feed into this. Secure an audience at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Yeah, okay. Try to secure an yeah. This feeds in with all the rest. Okay, so those all kind of work together. I want to make sure really quick that I'm not missing anything here. Stand by for station identification. All right. God, all this spell casting just drives me batty. And we need to go up? No. Oh yeah, no, we need to go down. See? I am just like my character. Backwards, no, forwards! Okay, and then over here. There we go. Okay. What is that one? Okay. Why would that be here? Shit. Yep. Walked right past it. Don't mind me. Save. He's not on his damn horse again. First time here? Are you sure you're welcome here? This is the Harem of Ardent Dreams, the Palace of Chimera, chief demoness of the city. After 𝐂𝐿𝐴, of course. But when did 𝐂𝐿𝐴 ever care about her petty concerns? Bottom line, this palace belongs to the person who really runs everything around here. Got it? I wish to enter. You are known in the city. I don't think Chimera would deny you an audience. Come in. Woohoo! We're known! Yes! Okay. It's a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We're a subject of gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. Shall I entertain you with some conversation? You have my permission. Didn't get a chance to read that at all. Ah, here we go. No voice. I got a voice.
𝐚𝐻/⁸'s voice rings out through the hall. All rise. The proceedings will now begin with the dispensation of false justice. I, 𝐚𝐻/⁸ the Ardent Dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind fate. All the participants are obligated to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now, our first case is brought by the assassin Dogword against the bodyguard for hire Catrol. Dogword accuses Catrol of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. This excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil 3 assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract.
Okay, that's pretty damn good.
𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐶 is more interested in having a conversation than in watching the sham trial. You know, Draco, after our last. 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐶 pauses playfully. Visit to the Battle Bliss, I've been thinking a lot about the customs of Golarion. Despite our differences, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions, except when it comes to. 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐶's eyes widen with excitement, and she utters a word that is as foreign to the abyss as you are.
To love. It's common knowledge that demons know nothing about love, so why don't you explain it to me? First, we're going to click on this one. More than ever. Take a look at this place. She brought you here to witness this mockery of justice, to watch this genuine insult to truth and fairness. She's either trying to provoke you to violence or make you one of her obedient puppets. All right, so now we get to describe love to a demon. We definitely won't be doing the good option. Even though it's pure and uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains. Sure. Okay. Not for our guy, though. Not for us. It's a useful illusion that offers an escape from loneliness. It's passion, physical attraction, something that pushes you to do all kinds of crazy things. Love is a load of nonsense invented by naive fools. Love is a broad concept. It would be impossible to explain. I have to go with the evil one. If you keep talking like that, you might find yourself quite popular here in the abyss. Damn. Growling with rage, Catrol the bodyguard had his head chopped off with a great axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars its approval and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. Yeah, we know. Okay.
Is it not true that love restricts freedom, and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds? Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires, and subordinate them to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide, and isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I am most curious to hear your answer to these questions.
Wow. No, these things are caused by lust and dark desire. Well, that's true. Yes, when a mortal cannot control their emotions, their love can become a devastating force. That is why, governed by logic and reason. Against all constraints, free love always triumphs. As for crimes, well, no one ever said that love wasn't dangerous. When people are in love, the first thing they do is shackle themselves to each other as tightly as possible. Yep. Truly worthy of loss of freedom. Why do you choose to be shackled in such a way? Hold on just a second, guys. My neighbor's texting me. And since I'm in here and she's out there, I want to make sure, they had some luncheon or something over at her place, and she has food. So she wanted to know where I wanted her to leave it. Heck yes. Okay.
The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval, and Shamara has to raise her voice to be heard above the noise. Next, we'll hear the case of Varsa the Nosecutter. He attacked 2 of 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐿 visitors from another plane, even though the great 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽 made it clear that they were under her protection. Varsa the Nosecutter tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his glaive. Then he robbed them, and cut off their tongues and noses. This scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically, "But I am not Varsa the Nosecutter. I don't even know who that is. My name is 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽. And I've never been to the upper city. I'm not allowed to enter, even though that's where a slaver of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all 𝐻𝐵𝐵𝐿's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price, and I refused to sell. And now she's taking revenge against me, and plans to get her hands on my slaves."
Seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves one way and at other times another way. It is contradictory and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad outcomes. And like every living creature, it's bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is that not so? That is true. Love always ends. It either ceases to be love or is lost altogether when the one who we love dies. That's why we mortals value love so much. We know that it will be over before we are ready. But that isn't true. We value it for moments of true happiness. When you're with the people you love, you can laugh and drink and joke and tell silly stories, and you feel like it will last forever. Because when love is with us, death ceases to exist. That's a load of shit. Of course you're right. What you say is so nice and it's so true. Love does keep us feel less afraid of death. It can even make us feel immortal. Love is like the food. I'm just going to go with this one. Screw it. I didn't know if I should be associating with you. You have such a wicked tongue, yet I cannot deny your wit. You may be dreadfully cynical and terribly naughty, but you are so very clever.
Shamara shouts to be heard above the screams of Varsa the Nosecutter. The court finds the evidence of the indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin be punished, so therefore, I hereby declare that this demon is Varsa the Nosecutter, and he shall be executed without further delay. Shamara throws a conspiratorial glance at 𝐻𝐵𝐵𝐿, who stands nearby. The latter grins, and bows mockingly. Shamara announces loudly, "And the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous. The crime of sinful mercy." And the offense was further aggravated by an attempt at self-sacrifice. A tiefling is brought forward in chains. Shamara glares furiously at the bloodied, beaten figure. The mortal who stands before you is a descendant of 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽, a slave trader who died recently. A week ago, this tiefling was offered the chance to be an accomplice in the murder of his progenitor, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽, in exchange for a portion of 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽's slave holdings. However, this mortal refused to participate in such a cunning, highly profitable murder. Driven by some insane familial sentiment, and a disgusting display of fondness, Shamara literally spits out this last word. He warned 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽 about the possible attempt on his life, and personally hired 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿, one of the best bodyguards in 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐿, to guard his father's life. Shamara has to shout to be heard over the indignant clamor of her demonic audience. There's more. During the last attempt on 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽's life, this mortal, driven by the most disgusting feelings of duty, and gratitude for his own existence, tried to cover his father with his own body to save him from the assassin's dagger. We find such actions to be criminally insane and dangerous. Therefore, false justice demands that we sentence this mortal to death. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐽's property will be declared destitute of an heir, and henceforth accessible to anyone who wishes to take possession of it. The tiefling is too weak to protest, and at a signal from Shamara, he is executed by the guards.
Alexia smiles at you, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She seems uninterested in the drama that just played out before your eyes. Thank you for our conversation. I expected to find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I am so glad I decided to come here with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host small receptions for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the upper city. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we could continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be interested in the topic as I am, so perhaps we should finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, sweet Draco. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to our next visit. What the hell just happened? Okay, now we have to go to the reception. Okay. None of these changed. No, we gotta go to the reception. That's the next thing to do. Let's get the hell out of here. Really, Rigel? Alright, guys, hold on, I'll be right back.
Decide already.
Alright. So, we need to go to Rapture of Rupture. There's a portal over here. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. Okay. Now we're going... Ah, down here. Okay. Where are we? There we are. So we need to get... Need a portal up here. Is that what we need to do? Then go to this bridge. Okay. So we need to find the portal up.
I sense something.
Is this the one we need to go to? Bridge? Yeah. Got a portal up here. Is that right? Shit up. Then down... No, not down here. should be right here. Oh, that's right. It's there. Okay. It's the manhole cover. Walked right past it. Again. There we go. Sound of Jerebeth's agitating chittering fills your ears. I don't know how adept you are at reading the emotions of others, so I must warn you, you are in danger. What are you doing here? I'm enjoying the benefits of my newfound friendship with Valexia. I've become her servant and companion, and she has given me all the protection and privileges afforded to her inner circle. She loves original and innovative forms of entertainment, and you know how good I am at entertaining demons. Aren't you afraid of Baphomet's revenge? Baphomet won't quarrel with one of Nocticula's best friends just to get revenge on an insignificant worm like me. While the lesser servants or all their demon lords are consistently embroiled in conflict, always trying to entrap one another in webs of intrigue, the powerful and influential demons prefer to stay neutral. The time for their conflict has not yet come. Why am I in danger? Alexia's greatest enemy is her own boredom, and it has bested her once again. My lady grows tired of you, and your company no longer gives her as much joy as it did before. You have ceased to surprise her, and she now finds you tedious and dull. If you wish to keep her interest, you need to stop acting so predictably. Try to keep her puzzled and intrigued by your behavior. If you follow my advice, you may stand a chance of leaving the Rapture of Rupture with your mind and body unharmed. All right.